When it comes to the sex industry, um, there's a lot of socialists who are like a little bit hypocritical on the idea of, sexual freedom to them is. I wouldn't say they want to promote degeneracy or something, but it kind of goes more into how to say it. I guess the idea is to not shame people, which I agree with. You should be. Um, I don't think you should shame people for being who they are. But I guess it's the difference between putting that in their face and just living it. Some people just don't like certain things, and that's just how human nature works. Like I may not like this, but you should have the right to be who you are, if you know what I mean. But the thing is, socialists often I've heard hates the porn industry or prostitution or stuff like that, and there's some valid argument, but the way they argue is kind of lame. I mean, bad. I mean, because I don't know how it would work if you legalized prostitution, because one main argument is the reason why the people who exploit poor people for prostitution is because it's not legal, in a safe environment. Now, I don't know if this would affect poor people who may actually do it because they have no choice. So I guess they still have somewhat argument on that one. But if you legalize it, at least I think you have to do some background check on people and if they do it, because they want to, or if they actually just do it out of desperation. But but that's more of a moral argument on whether it's moral or not. And and I don't know how the porn industry works either. But I don't think it's entirely the same thing as prostitution because I think there's more money involved here. And besides, I think they're kind of hypocritical when they say that porn is bad, but you can make movies like Fifty Shades of Grey or stuff like that. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's not exploitation at all either. I mean, maybe some try to argue that it's porn is more massive on that one, but come on, let's get real. but um, but yeah, I guess you can discuss that one. But now that I've talked about that, I'm going to talk about the succubus effect because even if you use money on sex, I would make some guidelines on smart ways on doing this. Um, this is mainly if you're a guy because I don't think girls really buy sex. So, but um, let's say that you want some sexual favor, you do it like each month, one day each month. I would only use $20, assuming what the valuta is where you live, but or the currency, as it's called in English. I mean, yeah, $20. That's one day each month. That's about it. Because then you won't feel you got ripped off. Now, if you're the type of person who wants to have sex with a person and pay for it, I would do it one day each year. That's it, because it's really expensive. Uh, and the reason why I call it the succubus effect is I'm not like into the whole religious extreme view of it that you kind of get sucked dry, but it is a cool idea or mythology around it. It's the idea that you get your love sucked out of you, but it may be extreme in religious definition of it. The way that I define the succubus effect is you have this much money and there is all these temptations, but if you just spend it all, then you just gonna be poor. So that's what I mean. Just if you are gonna use it for sexual favors, just don't fall to the extreme succubus effect. Just use it depending on what you need. For example, if you use it for $20 effect and do it each month, each day, and if you want to, have sex, one day each year. That's it. That's probably the most because then you won't feel like you got entirely ripped off with your money. You can save for other stuff that you need. and saving and having money for other stuff, I think, is important for life quality. That's my advice on it. So I hope it helps people who may be a little bit more uncertain about that one. So thank you for listening, and bye.